Welcome back, HB Nation. If you watched our last podcast, you understand why we look like this. Um, as you can tell, Chris, he's kind of passed out on the other side. But this is our new. I can't even think right now, dog. My head got messed up, dog.
This is Marty,
Marty,
the Squishmallow.
the Squishmallow. No, we just playing. We just playing. We just playing.
We're just kidding.
It did get heated though.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit talking.
There was behind the scenes.
We're gonna keep Marty for this video.
Ooh, Marty keeps us warm, dog.
Yeah, Marty's.
Let me make sure. Here, go this way.
Shout out to Sammy. Did you buy this or Clarissa?
Clarissa, I actually bought that one.
Oh, shout out Sammy
Shout out
for
Sammy
buying Marty.
for buying Marty.
But anyways, today we are talking about free agents, guys.
Part two.
Part two. Our last video. Go watch it if you haven't yet. If this is the one you're watching, I feel bad for you because then you would understand why we're all fucked up. But
Fix your chain. Did you fix it?
oh, I didn't fix my chain. I acted like my chain got ripped. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Just do the first topic and let me fix my chain.
All right.
Don't do that first one on the top.
So, you could see Sammy over here is like feeling like he's on top of the world. He just signed Khalil Mack
Not signed, trade for.
or trade for. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. He got JC Jackson. Now, who's the other one you got?
Joseph Day, the Super Bowl winning Joseph Day out of the Los Angeles Rams. Now he's part of
Okay.
the
Okay.
Los
So.
Angeles Chargers.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. But let's go with Derek.
Hold on.
Let's take the mic away from Sammy here.
If Sammy can have his own podcast by himself talking about the Chargers, about this whole free agency thing, he would. Just so you guys know that. Look at that face. Look at that smile right there, dog. Homie's happy. Homie's excited.
I wanted to say something, but I couldn't. I promised I was not going to say it. I said I promised.
There'll be some real bruises, dog.
That scene will be real next time.
No, but I think Khalil Mack is gonna make a big difference for you guys, and we talked about it too. Happy for you guys. You needed that other extra guy to get someone through, like the Rams are doing. Homie's just in la la land, dog. I can't even talk to him. Look at
Look at that big old
dude.
smile.
I wish your dad was right here right now, bro, because he'd still be talking shit. He'd still
Not even to me.
yes to you,
Not
to
even
you.
me.
Talking back to you.
Anyway, congratulations, Sammy. I hope you're feeling good. Hope you're enjoying this free agency. Chris, you better shut the fuck up. I know you're thinking it.
Thinking what?
Anyway, Mac to the Chargers. JC Jackson. Did I say Dodgers? I said Chargers. Chargers. You know what I meant. And the other fool you got. Yeah. So congratulations. All right, let's move away from the Chargers. How do you feel, Sammy?
My turn. Let's do this. Sammy.
I'm
It's all right,
glad
it's all right.
one of us is having a good free agency, dog. This is great.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but like he said, he got a good corner. He needed corners. Yeah, that's who he was going after. Oh my God. Okay, I think we should just move on from Chargers.
That's what I was trying to do.
I'm trying to give him some props here of what the players he got, but now he's over here, on top of the world still. But it's okay. We'll see if they can make it to the playoffs this time.
That's not.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, give me the mic. That's right.
Here we go.
Here we go. Let's just hear what Sammy has to say. Oh, he froze. Okay. Next topic.
Guys, I've been waiting for this for so long. You guys don't know how I feel.
Homie's franchise had blue balls for a while.
Okay, yeah. Give it to me. That's exactly how I've been feeling.
Give it to you.
Give it to me. I want to hear everything now.
Nah, it's cool.
No, I want to hear
save
everything.
it.
No, it's all good.
Talk your talk, dog.
Khalil Mack to the Chargers.
That's all he has to
I
say.
said that.
Okay, yeah. All right. JC Jackson to the Chargers.
I said that too.
Yeah.
Who else?
Man, a lot of people, man. A lot of people. I'm so happy right now. I'm on top. I'm on top of the world right now. Like I am. You guys said it all. I'm on top of the world. My defense just got revamped so quickly.
It did.
So quickly. And we got two defensive tackles. We got one from the Giants, the fucking a beast, I hope.
From the
And
Giants,
then
so it's not-
Joseph Day, I mean, he went to the Super Bowl for a reason with fucking not Khalil Mack. I mean Aaron Donald. So I'm on top of the world right now. I'm happy. I'm excited. Like I'm excited for the season. I'm excited for the draft. I'm excited to see what the Chargers keep doing because I've been hearing more things that we might pick up. So I mean, I'm not gonna gloat. I mean, I had my moment. I had my moment, but I'm just hoping the Chargers can. Well, I just hope the Chargers can actually prove with this team. I can't say anything until they actually play. This is good. It looks good on paper, but you actually have to play the game. I'll tell. We all know that you got to play the game to know what your team's about. We don't know if J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack won't get good. Won't be good together, or. So I'm on top of the world right now. I'm happy for the Chargers. I've been waiting for this for the longest time. I've never seen the Chargers go to a Super Bowl. You have, and you have. I don't have a Super Bowl. You have a Super Bowl, and he has a Super Bowl. Should be two.
It's nonstop.
All right, no.
What do you mean Marshawn Lynch was nonstop, but you didn't give him the ball?
That was a good one. I haven't heard that one before. There any more? I haven't heard before.
There's a lot. I just can't say it.
Oh yeah, thank you, helicopter. Thank you. You guys are probably hearing that shit too.
I think we got the cops called on us.
I think so. They're looking for us. 'Cause
No, but
Eric's
mention-
gonna kill us.
No, but mentioning that, I'm happy for my team. I'm excited for the season. I played the NFC West this year. I played both you guys, so it's gonna be good games, hopefully.
He looked at you.
I didn't look at you. I just said hopefully.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Like Sammy said.
Look at fucking a Frisco fans. They're in the pod, bro.
Like always, dog.
Jeez, man, can't let me have my moment.
you
But
said
besides that, we got Cocaine Crosby extending with the Raiders.
Cocaine
Crosby. Cocaine Crosby. Fuck the Raiders. I'm gonna fucking
Scante Warriors.
the Scante Warriors. Fuck you guys.
The
You guys are gonna
Raiders.
fucking sit on the bottom and fucking choke with Derek Carr. Fuck you guys. Here, I don't have anything else to say.
All right. Yeah. Raiders have literally, they can't go after anyone big anyways. I think they're going to end up, I think they're going to be in the last end of their.
have an all-team DUI team.
Yeah, everybody's going to be playing for the mean machine.
We're playing with Brucey.
Brucey.
I'll take this hat off. Charger caps off.
But yeah, I don't think the Raiders are going to end up doing good this season. They really have no one big.
Yeah, Hunter Renfro. They
Yeah,
got people.
They got people, but they don't have anyone.
AFC West is fucking crazy.
That's why I'm saying they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be at the bottom of the division. I think this division, like we talked about in our other podcasts, is probably one of the hardest ones now, just with everybody coming in now, especially in your guys' division. But
No specific names.
yeah, the Chiefs. I mean the Broncos. The Broncos. They just signed Russell Wilson.
No,
But
not signed.
oh yeah,
Traded.
traded. Sorry. I keep getting that confused. Traded. But yeah, I don't think the Raiders are gonna do good this season. So
What they said.
all right, come on, host.
All right. Amari Cooper to the Browns. How do you guys feel about that?
Oh, that's a
That's a good one. Let's get off the train.
Yeah.
Let's go across the state to Ohio.
I think that's a good pickup for them. They have he's a good receiver, but not with the quarterback they have. I don't think Baker Mayfield is the quarterback for that team anymore. Yeah, well, he's the only weapon they're gonna have in Njoku. Jarvis Landry just got released, so I think that's good for him. He did get paid, but I don't think it'll be. I don't think the Browns are the right team for him if he wants to go and win.
No, I don't understand why.
That was got rid of.
I don't understand. Amari Cooper is a really good wide receiver. I don't understand why. And then they just pretty much they signed Gallup for how much? 5 years, $62 million. I mean, that just proves how they were looking at Amari. I mean, Gallup's their number one receiver now. I think that's their wide receiver one now.
What about CD Lamb?
Well, I don't think I think he's just too young to be it right now. I'm pretty sure he's two.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's two.
Almost one.
Almost one. CeeDee Lamb's a fucking good ass fucking wide receiver. I can't get that. If I could have took CeeDee Lamb that draft, I would have.
Yeah.
You know, I think any one of us would. He's such a good fucking wide receiver. He's young. I don't know. I mean,
He has good hands.
but Amari to the Browns, I mean, I don't think it's the answer. I mean, everyone just kind of goes to the Browns just to go to the Browns, you know? Because we thought last year they signed a shit ton of people, and we're like, damn, here come the Browns, and nothing. You know, Baker went down, and then just Baker ain't the answer for Cleveland anymore. I mean, I think this is the last year we see Baker in a Browns jersey, and I think he's gonna be a backup.
Unless he goes to the Giants.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Or to the Lions.
Jared Goff. I mean, but how do you guys feel about Gallup getting paid? I mean, I think it's okay for the. I don't know why they spent all that money on him. That's a lot of money. I mean, that's Jerry Jones money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Jerry Jones money. Gallup's didn't he just get hurt?
Yeah.
He tore his ACL, right?
I think so.
That's going out on a limb for a guy if he's hurt.
Yeah, and if they have him for 5 years, $62 million. That's I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see the Cowboys.
I'd rather have
I don't know.
Amari Cooper than him.
Yeah, honestly, I would have kept Amari, and it's what the heck is that? It's a moth. Get him, Marty.
Oh, he's dead.
No, but
What?
but yeah, no. Gallup is gonna be a weird signing. It's gonna be weird to see him bounce back. But what about Chicago? They just trade away Mac to the Chargers. They're releasing a shit ton of people. You guys think they're gonna rebuild, or
They won't rebuild in this season.
Yeah, I think
they have a young quarterback in Justin Fields?
exactly, but they should be giving him weapons
They just
instead of.
released Allen. They're not even signing back Allen Robinson.
Yeah, exactly. They should be giving him weapons instead of rebuilding. It's like you got a quarterback.
I think that's what I was saying. That's the sucky part. Is that you're taking away you're taking away people for Justin Fields, and you're expecting this guy to go prove himself in the NFL.
Give him his first starting year.
Yeah, and with no one else, and you're not gonna give him any weapons, anyone to give the ball to, And I think the sucky part about it is like, granted, it's gonna take him a couple of years to rebuild fully, but it's like within those couple of years, that's when hate starts coming out for Justin Fields, and it's like, yo, how is he supposed to do anything when they're taking away all his weapons? I mean, I would have loved to see the Justin Fields trade to Seattle. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But now Justin Fields is stuck there, and they're just trading away everyone. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
In
I
Chicago.
don't know either.
No, so we'll go from that to Devontae Adams doesn't want to play on a franchise tag contract. He wants to play on a long-term contract. I mean, we could see many reasons why.
Yeah.
Fucking Aaron Rodgers got a fucking big payday.
Yeah.
We talked
Yeah.
about that in the last couple podcasts. But how do you guys feel about Devontae not wanting to play now?
I honestly agree with him. I would respect his decision for him not wanting to play on a franchise tag. His quarterback, Rodgers, just got paid freaking $200 million, and he is basically the best receiver in the NFL. I think he's probably the best receiver in the NFL, honestly, over Hopkins. I think he's the best receiver in the NFL. And if you're not gonna pay your receiver, if you're not gonna make him happy, and you're gonna franchise tag him, why would you want to play? Why would you want to play for a team that's not gonna give you what you want?
Yeah, exactly.
He's earned it.
That's the thing, though. He was going into this year looking for big money, and he just fucking got franchise tagged.
Yeah, but he's earned it. It's not like he hasn't earned it.
Yeah,
He's earned his money. He's earned to get paid.
Even though all those early leaves on the in the playoffs, like all those early leads from either San Francisco or other teams,
Or Tampa
Devontae
Bay,
or Tampa,
Rams.
you know, like all those games that we've seen Devontae Adams, all those highlights. There's so many highlights of him out there, and for him, and he wants to be with he wants to be with his quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is his quarterback. Their chemistry is something different. We haven't seen in the league for a long time. You know, we haven't seen that chemistry in a long time. A lot of younger players are starting to get that chemistry now, but them together are just a dynamic 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
But what do you think about him not getting franchise tag? And if he does get a contract, what do you think it will be?
I think he'll be the highest paying receiver.
I mean, considering how much they paid for Aaron Rodgers, I don't think it's going to be what he wants, to be honest. It's not going to be what he wants. And if he feels like the chemistry between him and Rodgers is worth him taking a pay cut, then, you know. But, I mean, you have a guy like Devontae Adams, and he's constantly in talks for the best receiver. You know, he's constantly in talks for stuff like that. And, you know, it's basically like throwing up a middle finger to him, you know, even though he's done so much for the program. And like you said, you hit it spot on. Him and Rodgers have a really good chemistry. I think the only chemistry that competes with that is Joe Burrow and
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
I think that's the second best chemistry in
Yeah,
the league right now.
and if you're gonna get your quarterback back and you're not gonna care about the receiver that his wide receiver one, like that's I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I mean, if he gets that contract, I don't think it's gonna be what he wants, and it's just up to him at the end of the day whether he wants to stay with his quarterback or pursue a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he doesn't get what he wants, I don't think he'll be with Green Bay anytime soon no more. I think he'll end up leaving. I feel like he'll end up leaving.
Yeah, and I think honestly, I think it's gonna be the Raiders' dream, and I think they will if they don't give him what he wants.
I think the Raiders
the Raiders will give him what he wants. I think the Raiders will pay for him and give him what he wants, and
Say a blessing for him because of the Raiders done.
Yeah,
yeah, man, Vegas is crazy.
Well, maybe she might get a new teammate.
We don't wish that upon Devontae.
Yeah,
Devontae's
we
is,
don't.
you know, I hope he's smart with his decisions in the league. And but what about Christian Kirk getting paid 4 years, $72 million?
Where do you go to the
Jags?
To the Jags. Oh, I think that's a good fit. You know, they have a good young quarterback. Jaguars are signing a lot of good people right now. They got Kirk. They just signed a running back too, Edmonds.
Yeah. Julius Edmonds, right?
Yeah. So they're getting weapons for Trevor Lawrence, and I think that's a great fit for them, especially with their new coach. You know, so I think Jaguars are going to be coming up too.
I think a lot of people today. They signed a lot. They
Yeah.
built their own line.
They built their own line.
They
You
got
know,
they got a wide receiver.
They got
They
wide
got a
receivers.
running back.
They got a running back. Exactly.
I like the whole sequence. He copied what you were saying. No, but good for the Jaguars. You know, they've been in a slump for a while, and I feel like it gave Jacksonville a bad taste for Trevor Lawrence, even though he couldn't really do much.
Yeah.
And now they're
He beat the coach though.
yeah, no, but like
Beat the coach out of the playoffs.
they're rebuilding like they're supposed to. They're supposed to be a rebuild year, and they're doing everything right. So, congrats to the Jags. I'm really not gonna honestly. I'm not gonna pay attention to them too much. But if they start coming up, then it'll be another topic to talk about. But good for them. They're realizing the potential they have with him, and they're building around him like they're supposed to.
Yeah, exactly. And with that, so who do you guys think this? And the NFL free agency isn't over. We still have till Wednesday until people officially sign. So we still have tomorrow, Tuesday, and then we have Wednesday where I think a lot of the madness is gonna happen.
Yeah.
I think Wednesday and Tuesday night's probably gonna be pretty crazy. Rumors today. Today was tampering period.
Yeah.
It was only the tampering period. And
It was a little taste of what's to come.
so, yeah, exactly, and we got a lot. I got a lot. And what do you guys think? What team do you guys think need to be more aggressive? Like, just need to be out there.
Seattle, the Seahawks. For the love of God, that's who I think needs to be more out there. Hey, if Juju wants to come play with Pete Carroll, USC background type thing.
I wanted to say his name so bad and I can't say it. I promised you I would not say it.
Anyway, yeah. In all seriousness, no, I definitely think Seattle needs to step up their game with something like this. Granted, we do have two. We have 2 first-round picks, or is it 2? I know we have like one of the top 10 picks that's coming up draft.
Yeah, you have 9.
You have a number 9. So I mean, just like I said earlier in this podcast, just building around. I'll say the name for you, Drew Lock.
Oh, that's fucking great.
I can't wait. I hope, Drew Lock just comes out and has a banger of a season. And it's probably not gonna happen, but I'm gonna say optimistic about it. So when it does happen, we replay this video and I just rub it in your guys' faces.
Talk shit about Drew Lock though.
I saw you on camera.
I know. But he was. But I was making fun.
Replay it. Show the clip.
No,
Show the
I'm
clip.
not gonna show the clip on it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just saying.
Start this. See, San Francisco's
Starting a feud.
I was just making fun of him. I was just laughing at the fact he's like.
But yeah, Seattle needs to do more. What do you think?
I don't even know no more. I don't know. We're starting the cycle over again.
What about James Conner? James Conner just re-signed with the Arizona Cardinals for 3 years, $21 million. Do you think?
Didn't Zach Ertz do the same thing?
Yeah, Zach Ertz also signed a
It's not
contract.
gonna make a difference. I think Kyler Murray still shits his pants.
Yeah, I don't. They got money. They got the money, but I don't think with Kyle Murray, I don't think he's the answer for the Cardinals anymore.
Same.
No, my God, you guys are fucking crazy. We covered all this stuff, man. I mean, we just have. It's just gonna be exciting just to see who do you guys want to see sign either today or Wednesday or tomorrow or Wednesday, and who do you think is gonna make a shocking splash? Don't say Bobby
I'm
Wagner.
gonna say Bobby Wagner's
Don't say-
gonna go to like
The Niners.
no, probably end up doing the Broncos, maybe. I don't know.
No, don't say that. Don't say
Yeah.
that.
If he goes to the Broncos, I'm excited for that.
Do you think Von Miller goes back to the Broncos?
No, I don't think Von Miller.
Von Miller stays in LA.
I think Von Miller will stay in LA.
What about Odell Beckham?
Whoa.
You think he stays in
Yes.
LA?
Yeah, I
He
think-
lowers his money.
Yeah,
I
I
think-
think
yeah.
he'll lower his money just to stay.
Dude, homie finally got his Super Bowl and didn't get a chance to play. And if he knows he's on a caliber team like that has the potential to make it back to the Super Bowl, I would lower my price tag because not just that, like you get your obviously your contract, but you get bonuses in between. If you're on a Super Bowl contending team, you're gonna get those bonuses,
Exactly.
So I think it'll make up for it in the long run. But I think he should stay with LA.
What about Brady? The Bengals picked up 3 of their linemen. They signed 3 of their linemen today. And how do you think that affects Brady? Because a lot of people thought he was going. A lot of people were like,
His whole retirement shot himself in the foot.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't like clear to the Buccaneers that he was not gonna, excuse me, if he wasn't gonna stay retired, he just shot himself in the foot. And like I said, I think it was it this last podcast? I don't know. Homie's a Billy Goat. I want to see him get hurt. It was this last podcast.
First part.
Part 1. Yeah, homie's a Billy Goat. I want to see him get hurt. I want to see him get rocked. I feel like I know I shouldn't be talking about like rules and stuff because we're talking about free agencies, but NFL's gone soft. I want to see a nice pop on a quarterback. Who cares? Take the fine. I'll make a GoFundMe for whoever does it. Pitch in, help them pay for that fines that they're gonna get. But yeah, no, definitely, I think he's gonna get popped, especially without having an offensive line. You're losing 3 guys like that.
Yeah, they have one of the best lines too.
Exactly, and it's like,
They lost their center.
if a quarterback like Tom Brady, yeah, if
guard.
Tom Brady's not a mobile quarterback,
He's not.
he has to stay in the pocket, and if the pocket's constantly collapsing, especially with his age, homie's just gonna get touched and like But that's what I think about it.
Yeah, I agree with you. They traded their whole right side. Yeah, they traded their whole right side, and I don't know. That's just Yeah, is that his blind spot? No,
No, it's not
no,
his blind
that's his
spot.
left spot. But still, you have one of the um, best O lines, and now you traded away your three best linemen. I don't know, but he kind of screwed himself over by saying he was gonna retire, and everybody's like, "Oh shit, I have to leave," like this team's probably gonna be over, so it's better to go somewhere else, And then boom, he comes back. He's like, "Fuck," and now he doesn't have an O line. He has somewhat of an O line, but he doesn't have that strong O line that he had last season.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you guys. But then this guy, the Texans, the Chiefs just signed Reed from the Texans. I forgot for his first name, and that means Tyrann Mathieu is out of Kansas City.
Where do you think he's
Exactly. Yeah. So that's my question. Where do you guys think Tyrann Mathieu is gonna go?
down?
The Honey
The
Badger.
Honey Badger.
I know who he is. I saw a TikTok today about speculation of where he was thinking.
No, yeah. So what do you guys? So why do you think that fell off? Why do you think the Chiefs just decided to move on with Tyrann Mathieu? Like he was just
He was a great leader.
he was a great leader. Like
I granted he was a great leader. I just don't think he was producing. I mean, granted, I think the injury bug and stuff like that. I think it just all took a toll on it.
They gotta sign a lot of players back.
Yeah, and
Tyreek Hill and Kelsey's contracts coming up.
I had a thought. I'm not gonna say it out loud because I'll just get dogged on it for it. But go ahead, Chris.
No,
You don't have anything to say?
I don't know where he's gonna go.
I don't know either. I mean, fuck it. I'm just gonna say it. I think Seattle needs to move Jamal Adams to a linebacker position, make him hit, make him get in. And if we could sign someone like Matthew in as a safety, I think that'd be a good pickup for our defense because we'd really need it. I think that'd be a really good pickup.
No, I agree with you.
no, okay. So let's just end up on this. 3 guys you want your team to sign before this season starts, and then we'll talk about a draft sooner when the draft gets into it. We'll make some mock drafts either this next podcast or a couple podcasts down. We'll make a mock draft to see what you guys at because the free agency kind of messes up you have speculation when the combine comes out like, oh, I'm gonna get a D lineman, and then your team goes out and gets D lineman, and you're like, okay, what do we need now? So let's, probably 1 or 2. Let's not do 3. So
I have a whole ass list.
So
Okay.
if you were to choose like 2 that you guys would be like, all right, I want these 2 players on my team. So
Well, I wouldn't say
from right to
players,
left,
though. I
I'm a
could say-
Charger fan. He's a Niner fan. He's a Seattle fan. You guys should all know.
You know Seattle.
Yeah. So let's start off with Derek.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want. Whatever you want to bring out a list. Bring out a list. 5, whatever you guys.
Okay.
Want.
First of all,
What are your needs? Let's start with that. What are your needs?
offensive line. We need an offensive line. We need protection for our new quarterback, Drew Lock. I think most of all, we need to keep guys who have been producing for us. Hearing speculation about trading away. I can't even think of his name. Tyler Lockett. I can't even think of it right now. We need to keep him. Definitely. We definitely need a running back. A running back, something that our running backs just never can stay healthy. And I think it's a big factor is our offensive line. I think offensive line is one of our key things that we need to work on. And honestly, almost our entire defense. We need a decent corner. We need a decent defensive lineman. And if we can, like I said, I definitely think Jamal Adams should get moved to a linebacker. Just so, with us, and not even that, but us losing Bobby Wagner and releasing him like that, we need another voice as our linebacker. And I feel like even though I'm not a big fan of Jamal Adams, I think he's the type of guy who could step up and be the captain of a defense if we were to put him at a middle linebacker position, just so we're not out there looking for a linebacker because it's hard to come by a good linebacker nowadays. So I mean, and then if we can move Adams to a linebacker position and maybe get the Honey Badger, hopefully, if anything. I don't know how the talks are with that. Get him as our safety. I think we'll at least be decent over the top. But as far as our run defense and stuff like that, it all just needs work. Everything needs work. But priority for me, number 1 is offensive line. I'll stick by that. I think we can all agree offensive line is one of the key things you need.
Yeah.
So I would say number 1, offensive line, and number 2 is keeping the guys that we, have been with the team for a while.
For me, I think it's just corners. Basically, our secondary. Our secondary was always hurt this past season, and then probably be our O line as well. we did have an O line, but a lot of injuries happened. We had to play like third strings. I think it's just we need to get, and we just lost Lakin Tomlinson was one of our left guard. Was that left guard? I don't even remember what position he freaking played. But he left tackle. No, left tackle was Trent Williams. Yeah, he was a tackle. Right tackle. Sorry, Valak. I'm gonna get mad. But yeah, so I think it's just our O line and then our secondary. I think that's what we're gonna. I think that's what we need the most. We have a good defensive line. We have a good linebacker squad. Receivers, or we have pretty good receivers, and then our running backs. We have good running backs. But I think that's what we need, which is our secondary.
Can I see the mic real quick? All right. So
Wait,
I know. That's what I'm getting to. We talked about all the guys you've picked up, and I feel like you're happy with your team now. How the new franchises. What do you? So instead of picking the top guy or whatever you want to sign, what do you think now? Looking at the guys you've signed, what's that one missing puzzle piece? Because there's only one piece left. You guys have signed a lot. There's a lot of stuff that I think you're happy with now, especially two big defensive guys. Because you were talking about defense the entire time. What do you think that missing link is?
Honestly, I don't. If you look at, we got a quarterback.
Yeah.
Our franchise quarterback, Herbert. Our O line is really good. We need to sign. Like I wanted to mention this. We need to sign a guard back, Odeya Bushi. Really good. He tore his ACL in the beginning, the first game of the season. We didn't really get to see him, but he's a really good guard from that first game he played. A really good guard. And dude, we signed J.C. Jackson. We signed Austin Johnson, and we signed Sebastian Joseph Day, and we re-signed Mike Williams. Then we signed a couple other guys back, like our Jalen Guyton, and all those guys. O line, honestly, I think probably another tackle just to cover Herbert on the outside, for he could step up in the pocket and make those throws.
Yeah, you
Prob-
have him always be running.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want him running around and possibly hurting himself. So probably a tackle. I think a tackle would be good because, a running back, because Austin Eckler can't do it all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
number
another.
two.
I need a number two.
A good number two.
Because if you look at our defense, we got Joey Bosa on the right, Khalil Mack on the left. Those two I just mentioned in the middle. We got fucking J.C. Jackson in the corner, Sante Samuel, and then Derwin James up top. Probably one of the best safeties in the league right now. So I mean, our defense looks stacked. I just need more depth, honestly. If I was to look at our team, and if I was to say most of those guys to go down, my depth would be horrible. And honestly, it would be either a running back. I think running back would be one, and then a solid linebacker.
Okay.
I think those were the two things that I would look for into the season.
Okay. I can agree with you there. What about coaching? You have the team now. How do you feel about your coaching going into this? Because I know that's been a little bit of play calling that you didn't agree with, last season.
Yeah, him too.
You guys.
Chris called a great game plan. I should have been called against the Chiefs.
Yeah. So how
but
you get?
The coach didn't listen to me.
I mean, I really don't need to talk about this because I love Pete Carroll. He's always been my favorite head coach. I don't really want to chime in, but I'm curious to see what are your guys' thoughts on your coaching going this? Because you have your team now. Your team is stacked. You mentioned a couple of things that you need, but what about how you feel about your coaching? And we'll get to you after for your coaching about the Niners.
Brandon Staley did this. His first season, he went in, and Brandon Staley's a defensive man. He used to be a quarterback, but he sees the defense as a quarterback.
Yeah.
He sees what he wants. What puts fear into our team? What puts fear into other teams that they don't want to face?
Yeah.
Do you want to face Khalil Mack every day? Do you want to face Khalil Mack every day? You don't. You don't want to face a lockdown corner every day. And for him, the first year he comes in,
DN. It's a corner.
No, he's talking about the
J.C. Jackson. I'm talking about J.C. Jackson.
Okay.
For him to come in the first year and notice that this O-line is in shambles. Justin Herbert's going to get cracked, and I'm not going to have a quarterback at the end of the day. For him to realize that and to put his quarterback first, besides putting his defense first, that says a lot to me personally. To know that you're going to take care of your quarterback before you take care of your defense, because we finished 9-8 in the season. Yeah. We should have went to the fucking the playoffs, but it is what it is. We use the timeout for some reason. I still don't know why. I mean, it was his first season.
Yeah.
You're gonna have your first season mistakes.
Mhm.
But for him to go to rebuilding our O line to one of the best, probably I think it was a top 15 O line. But the year after in 2020 season, we had the last best. We had the worst O line in the whole division in the whole NFL. And for us to go to last to fifth, like around 15, that's a lot to say. And now he looks at our defense and he does this his second year, grabs all these people, has communications with other people. You know, he goes to Derwin James. What do you need? You know, what do you need in this package that we're gonna run? Because we're gonna run a nickel.
Yeah.
That's why we got JC Jackson, and that's why Derwin James is a best safety because he fits. And that's why Khalil Mack had one of the best years under Brandon Staley's defense. And so does Joseph Sebastian Day. He had one of the best seasons under Brandon Staley's defense. So I think this speaks a lot. I don't like my offense coordinator Lombardi. I feel like he just he holds Herbert too much of throwing the ball, and he doesn't run the ball. But I understand why we didn't run the ball because it was Eckler. Eckler was a good running back. We all love Eckler. We're like, wow, he's like a really good running back, but he can't do it all, you know. And I understand why Lombardi wouldn't run the ball because he didn't want to get the risk of Austin Eckler getting hurt. That's why I need a running back too. But I love my coaching. Lombardi just needs to fix. Honestly, my defense. We lost a couple people. We lost our like our running back coach and our defensive line coach. But we signed some good. The only thing I like about Brandon Staley's coaching staff is he fits. So the person under him, he fits that. He prepares that person, that next coach, to step up instead of getting new people. So he fills in the roles with people that we already know and they're used to.
Yeah.
So which I really like because you don't want to get an outsider and then you guys aren't gonna click. Why don't you keep it in your little circle and just next man up? So I like how the next man up is also on the field and then off the field in the office. So I don't know. I'm very excited for Brandon Staley's second year. He has a lot of potential. He got his defense that he's been wanting. So yeah, I'm excited for. Like I said, I'm excited for the season. We're not done yet. You know, you can come out with the fucking big ass signing and this full too. You know, we never know. So
only time can tell.
Only time can tell. So going to that, Chris, how do you feel about your everything in general?
Okay, everything in general. Okay, Kyle Shanahan, the love-hate relationship. You know,
Fucking Jimmy G and shit.
yeah, dude. I think he's just too scared to move on from Jimmy G. I get Jimmy G. He came in and he changed us or our whole team. You know, we ended up winning games finally. Um, I think he just needs to move on and just. We drafted Trey Lance for a reason. You know, we got a quarterback in our draft for a reason. Why
Can't let him at the bench.
You can't let him ride the bench, especially with the weapons. We have good weapons. We have a good O line. We have a good, solid running game. It's like, and we still add Kyle Shanahan's playbook is fucking good. It's like, why not? Why not give him playing time? Jimmy G's not it no more. You know, I think it's just that love hate relationship I have with him. With D'Amico Ryan, you know, we started off slow at the beginning. Our defense was like really, really horrible. But towards the end of the season, he picked it up. You know, that spark on our defense ended up carrying us to the playoffs. I think that's what it was. It sucked to lose Robert Saleh for him to go to the Jets and being the head coach. You know, because he was a really good defensive coordinator we had for that Super Bowl winning team when we played in against KC. But I think D'Amico Ryan, having him now and having the players and getting to know his players, I think he improved throughout the season because our season changed quickly. we were like 3-5 and ended up fucking being even. And the next thing you know, we were we won 10 games, 10-7, 10-8. How many games are in? Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I think it's just Kyle Shanahan needs to move on for Jimmy G and trust in Trey Lance. I think that's what needs to be done.
I think that pretty much wraps it up. We kind of went on a ramble about our coaches. Well, they did. I love Pete Carroll, but I think that does it for this. Big ball Pete. But I think that wraps up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends about us. You know, tell your family to watch us. You know, family friendly, kind of, somewhat. Keep the little kids away. You cuss a little bit. Don't worry about that.
Don't let them watch the last video.
Yeah. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace out, HB Nation. We'll see you later.